I'm going to go a few different directions here, so bear with me.
Uh-oh.
It was revealed that Travis Scott is now producing WWE merchandise. There's a little bit of pushback from wrestling fans when this first happened about saying, oh, Travis Scott shouldn't be in a ring. I don't understand why Travis Scott is here. But he's got a shirt out that says wrestling is real. And on the back, it's him standing next to The Rock and John Cena. And to be clear, this is not WWE merch. This is Travis Scott merch. Of course, he has called himself Cactus Jack and had Cactus Jack shoes and a Cactus Jack meal at McDonald's. And I mean, just the idea that you have a deal with Nike and McDonald's, but I've still got people in my DM saying nobody knows who Travis Scott is. When he had 11 billion streams on Spotify last year, he has 60 million followers on Instagram.
Whoa.
Just the idea that we have, people of that stature in the entertainment world, outside the bubble, if you will. And I know you hate that phrase, but when we have that sort of momentum outside the tent, that's a big,
huge
opportunity, but it does come with some criticism. Like, take a look at Cody Rhodes. We finally saw the first reveal of what Cody looks like post attack. That's a week later, and he's still got a shiner from hell. I think that's his WrestleMania Rolex right there. I wanted to ask you though, listen, you've worked with some not trained professionals. We've all seen you clock Beetlejuice and a whole bunch of other celebrities through the years. So you've brushed up against a lot of these celebrities in WCW and WWE and in TNA and even in AEW. But that comes at a risk because they don't always exactly know what to do or how to do it, but they're just in the moment and they're live. It's not like this is a regular Hollywood production where we're going to get 17 takes at this thing. Travis Scott colored up Cody there. What's your reaction to that? I mean, do you have any experience with this? Can you tell us your best practice of working with a celebrity or any of that?
Do I have any experience with this? Oh man, Conrad, I don't know specifically what you're asking me, but here is,
did a celebrity ever give you a tater?
Oh, okay. I'm going to tell you a major pet peeve of The Last Outlaw is when a talent would come to me and essentially say, what in the hell is going on? Why is so-and-so celebrity even here or a part of it, or bitching or moaning? They can't work. They can't do this. They can't do that. All this kind of just like complete. It drives me nuts, Conrad, because the first thing that comes to my mind is when this said talent would be bitching to me or complaining to me, I say, okay, first thing is, all right, man, you don't even know how to work your own trade, because a real pro knows how to do your work and your opponent's work. You have to have a mindset that who cares if they're bringing a new audience, all you're doing is really hurting yourself and the brand, because you could welcome outside. And look, Lawler and my old man from not even day one in this business before this. I mean, and I don't want to bring up Andy Kaufman just for this, but Andy Kaufman was not a polished worker at all. In TNA, I'm trying to think. Oh, people bitched about Jeff Hammond. At the time, Jeff Hammond was on Sunday afternoon, not on Fox Sports, on Fox Broadcast Network for 4 hours calling races, NASCAR, and especially during those times, the numbers were huge. I could go down the list where there's an ex-athlete, actor, actress, Ben Stiller debuted a movie. I mean, we could go down the whole list. I welcome outside folks into our industry, especially the bigger the audience, the bigger the welcome you get, because it does nothing but raise the profile done correctly. And look, I'll just leave it at this. As we always say, creative is subjective. So you can complain all you want or slice and dice and say this is good or that's bad or whatever, but them being a part of the show is always a bonus. You got to be smart about it. But if somebody's bitching about a little potato here and there or a black eye or whatever it may be, I mean, grow up. This ain't ballet. It's what we signed up for. And would you rather have a big ass phony looking punch or whatever it may be, or would you have a potato that, okay, the guy hit him and you're going to be okay? but it's up to the performers that are the professionals in this business to make sure that a actor or actress or celebrity doesn't hurt them. So lots of experience in this place. Huge pet peeve when people bitch about people coming from outside. You just told me 60 million on Instagram.
Yeah, 11 billion streams on Spotify last year.
Come on. I mean, the when I saw the shirt, Conrad, the first thing that came to my mind, and look, Travis Scott doing it compared to the first thing in my mind. I'm not comparing that, but Ken Anderson had that shirt. Wrestling is real. People are fake. It's one of my favorite wrestling shirts of all time. That is, I love that one. So, man, he's selling that shirt. Don't tell me the fanatics in WWE aren't getting a royalty on that, but good for all the above. It's good for the business. I mean, as we said, you get somebody that has that kind of brand appeal. McDonald's doesn't jump in bed with just some fly by night. I can assure you that. Neither does Nike.
I do want to mention that you and I are doing this one live because you were traveling home on Monday when we normally record. And I'm locked and loaded because tomorrow the SEC tournament starts. And this is going to be huge. Over the weekend, of course, we saw Grant Nelson and the Alabama Crimson Tide take the #1 Auburn Tigers to the woodshed in Auburn, hitting dunks on folks and hitting the Crimson Crane. I'm fired up about it.
Easy.
And I get excited about sports season, but I think you might have a baseball announcement. I mean, you teased it last week. Can you tell us what the hell's going on in Quincy?
Oh, no, just still a tease, but March Madness is in the air. It's a frenetic frenzy. And yeah, you know what? Speaking of March Madness, I'm going to be playing, Conrad, we're going to have to get a graphic and all that kind of stuff because Warner Brothers Discovery sends out kind of a talent email and people can opt in and play the March Madness and pick out the men's and women's bracket. So maybe we'll show that next week after I fill out my bracket because the Vols are going to stomp a mud hole in your Crimson Tide's ass. But no, speaking of baseball, Springfield Lucky Horseshoes up in Springfield, Illinois. We're making all kind of announcements, but the big announcement in Golden Rule Entertainment, which I'm a part of, Quincy, Illinois, March the 21st is the day, Conrad. Be looking. Me and you, pal, we got some big things planned together, I'm hoping, in the world of baseball that I'm going to drag you into. But, yes, the brand reveal on March 21st. Stay tuned to my socials at Real Jeff Jarrett, Twitter, or X, Instagram, Facebook. A lot of fun, pal. Lots of fun.